Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Forgotten Cards of Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is a small series that I'm creating just to remember some of the cards that were kind of lost in history. They've not been used for a very long time, or perhaps they've just never had any sort of play. There are over 10,000 Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards as of now, and this is one of the ones we're going to be covering today. This is Ballista of Rampart Smashing. This is an equipment spell card, which says if the equipped monster attacks a face-down defense position monster, it gains 1,500 attack during damage calculation only. Now, this is a equipped spell, so it can be searched. There are cards that have the ability to do that. It's no longer as difficult as it used to be. The effect of it gives it the same kind of attack boost as a card such as Rising. I think it's Rising Energy, which is a trap, which is to discard a card to give your monster a 1,500 attack boost for the duration of that turn. This works in a similar way, but it only works against face-down defense position monsters. In one respect, that can be a good thing, because if your opponent is playing certain things, it's able to kind of go over the higher defense monsters. The disadvantage is it's only for face-down defense position monsters, and your opponent probably will have cards that can react to make them face up, in which case you won't be getting the attack boost. It does work well with piercing effects as well, but again, the direction of Yu-Gi-Oh! At the moment is very offensive-led. There aren't that many defensive decks out there, not that many that use kind of defense mode monsters, unless you're thinking of, say, for example, flip effects, which is a significant problem for this card. This card can be searched through Dark Sage, Ancient Gear Drill, Alchemic Magician, Angmal the Fiendish Monarch, Left Arm Offering, Iron Blacksmith Katetsu, Hidden Armory, Power Tool Dragon, Violon Cube, Violon Delta, Violon Sigma, and Fairy Tale Rella. This card can be equipped to Inferno. That way you can inflict damage with the effect of Inferno. I think it does 1,500 points of damage as well. This can be equipped to a monster that deals piercing damage to inflict much greater amounts of damage. You can use Big Bang Shot, which provides the monster with an extra 400 attack, and also provides piercing damage, or you can use cards such as Fairy Meteor Crush, which doesn't have the downside Big Bang Shot has, as if the card is removed, the monster that was equipped to it also gets removed from play. It can be used. This card can be used very well when combined with an effect to force the opponent's monsters into face-down defense position, such as Swords of Concealing Light, Book of Eclipse, or Book of Moon. This is necessary because if your opponent is not really focusing on defensive cards, you're going to have to turn them to defense mode yourself. A good card to equip this card would be to Blackwing Armored Wing, as you can zero out their attack points. Chain this card to Big Bang Shot and 8 Claws Scorpion to allow it to deal piercing damage when attacking monsters with a defense higher than 2,400. And you can use it with Tsukunomi, which is to flip your Tsukuyomi face up and flip one of your opponent's monsters into face down defense position. Then you contribute your Tsukuyomi and another monster to normal summon Ancient Gear Golem. Equip it to this card and attack. This combo will deal up to about 4,500 damage to your opponent. You can also use Limiter Removal, which would double the Ancient Gear Golem's attack points to deal 7,500 damage. If this strategy is used with Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, this combo could do an OTK by dealing up to 10,300 points of damage. It can also be paired, since Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem works with the spell card Ancient Gear Explosive to deal another 2,200 points of damage, besides the 10,300 damage that was calculated earlier. And due to this combo's high probability of making an OTK, it is useful to negate cards like Bottomless Trap Hole, but Torrential Tribute, with cards such as Trap Stun or Royal Decree, which are more likely to be seen in more defensive decks, including things such as Trap Tricks. What do you think of this card? Is this something you've actually seen before? Have you ever used it in a duel? Has it ever actually become useful? This card as well was first released as a common in Dark Revelation Volume 3 on the 25th of November 2006. So it's a good 13.5 years old. Leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe.